This is Steve Ridgel, and I'm excited about moving into the Christmas season for a lot of reasons. I mean, food and family, how much better does it get? But as Christians, this is a great opportunity for us to reach out to people who don't know the Lord or who have wandered away from the Lord. So, here are three observations I would have about why Christmas is a great time to talk to people about Jesus. Number one, the whole world's thinking a little bit about Jesus. Most of your family and friends are at least somewhat aware that Christmas is the birth of Jesus, and that's what's being talked about. So, at a time when people have that interest, maybe more than any other time of the year, maybe that will open some doors of conversation. I would, however, remind you that as Christians, it better not be the only time that we talk about Jesus. It doesn't need to be where our neighbors roll their eyes when we walk over at Christmas with our annual invitation to do something. We need to be much more proactive than that, much more intentional than that. But it does give you that opportunity. It does open maybe conversation. Especially, I want to say a word about how to talk to non-believers. This is a great chance when you're talking about Christmas and what's happening at Christmas for you to say, well, our family's coming in, we're going to church together. Well, I'm looking forward to the Christmas Eve candlelight service, or I'm looking for whatever it is that you do at Christmas that's spiritual in nature that lets you say, you know, can I visit with you and tell you why that's a big deal to us? Can I tell you why the real meaning of Christmas is to us? Can I tell you why? A chance to have conversation, to visit, maybe to ask them, so did you ever go to church at Christmas when you were little? Those kind of questions that start conversations. And for non-believers especially, you may not want to take them to church right off. If it's convenient and it's natural, that's a great invitation. They may not be ready to go to church, but they may be ready to have Jesus conversations. But what I found, you'll often find someone who says, you know, we did used to go to church when I was little. Or, yeah, I went to church all the way up till I was 40 or 50 and then somewhere just kind of quit. Especially among some of your older friends, they may be a little nostalgic, or maybe they may be evaluating as their life is more or less of the life on this earth left and than they've lived. Maybe they'll have some interest in going back to church. Those are great ones to invite to some kind of church activity. It really matters then. There are lots of ways to start conversations, and I would especially be sensitive to bringing back those that have kind of drifted away from the Lord, drifted away from the community of faith. Christmas is a great time to say, why don't you go with us? Why don't you come with our family? Why don't you come and let's eat a meal and we're going to? And maybe, just maybe, that'll spark that thing in the heart that says, I used to be and I want to be again. So, God, open those doors of opportunity for us. I'm telling you, believers, God bless you as you have a chance for conversation and invitations this season. And if you're not a Christian and don't believe, I want to tell you, this season for us really is a whole lot deeper than just family and food. It's kind of a family, food, and faith is probably the main thing. But not just at Christmas, all year round. And we'd love to tell you why that is.